Hi friends, me Suze, the Holistic Stylist, coming to you from the Third Cosmic Ray with a special edition of Book Club. This is the book that we've been working with concerning the Bach Flower Essences. They heal so much as far as a spiritual human being is concerned. I mean, it's a soul cosmetic used externally on the skin. It alleviates emotional suffering internally. And something that's pretty cool about this is that we haven't even discussed the body maps yet. But tonight we're going to go back to the appendix of the book. And I want to read to you about the aura. Now, for those of you who've heard of the aura, that is the energy field that surrounds your body. And it's a beautiful thing, really. A lot of people go and have their auras photographed, as Joe and I have. I'd like to share those pictures with you. But first, I'm going to read to you this. It's pretty incredible. It says, knowledge about the aura, the energy field that surrounds each living thing, is old as humanity itself. The aura is discussed in the oldest known scriptures, such as the Vedas and the Egyptian pyramid texts, sometimes in great detail. For thousands of years, Indian yogis have meditated on the energy centers of the aura, which they call the chakras. The German mystic Johann Georg Gitschel, a pupil of Jacob Bohm, described those energy centers in his book Theosophia Practica, written in 1696. A drawing of Gitschel's work that shows the location of the chakras in the body was added to this work posthumously. Systematic research to examine these energy fields was subsequently undertaken by the German Baron Dr. Karl von Reichenbach, 1788 to 1869. In the late 19th century, the publications of the founder of the Theosophical Society, H.P. Blavatsky, and her successors, Annie Besant and A.L.S. Bailey, introduced that so-called secret knowledge to the broader public for the first time. Here again, when you have your aura photographed, it picks up on exactly what these wise ones are referring to. So, when people see your inner beauty, they're actually seeing your aura as well. Alright. Through anthroposophical medicine, founded by Rudolf Steiner, knowledge of the aura was introduced into naturopathic medicine. The files of a pharmaceutical company founded by Steiner show plants surrounded by an aura. So it's not just humans. Now we're into living creatures. And so when we talked about how potent the Bach is, now I'm going to have to say this, believe it or not, people can't imagine that it really works because homeopathy is diluted so many times. So when they create it, say you float the flower in pure water in the sunlight for 24 hours. This will be turned into what they call the mother tincture. And from that, a very small amount is diluted into a very large amount of pure water. So some people say, well, this can't work because by the time you get it from the bottle, it's been diluted so many times there can't be anything of the original left. But you see, The spiritual realm is magnificent, and we just can't see it from our perspective at times. And one of my favorite authors is Rudolf Steiner, so I had to read this to you because it's a confirmation of spirit. Let's continue. In his book, The Visible and Invisible Man, published in German in 1964, C.W. Leadbeater exhibited painting of auras that had been created by artists under the supervision of psychics. What a trip, huh? Around the turn of the century, the Russian couple Semjon and Waltina Kurlian, we know that name, Kurlian Photography, succeeded in making the phenomena of the aura visible for the first time. Their method was based on the principle that changes in the aura are connected with charges of resistance on the skin. The intensity of the electrical discharge depends on the resistance of the skin, which thereby makes it possible to make the aura indirectly visible as a sort of a reflection. The images generated by Kurlian Photography were quite similar to the description of auras by psychics. What exactly is the aura? The best way to describe it is a kind of energy field that surrounds the human body, similar to magnetic fields that surround a magnet rod. It looks like a shining egg whose interior is the physical body. It expands in the widest in times of well-being and in conjunction with great vitality. When the body is weakened, as in the case during an illness or as the result of too much work, the aura will decrease in size depending on the amount of energy one has. A few days before death, the energy field of the body collapses almost completely and extends only a half inch to an inch beyond the body. The color of one's aura reflects one's emotions and is constantly changing depending on the state of mind. Dark colors indicate lower feelings and instincts, while light colors show noble character traits such as love, peacefulness, compassion, and spirituality. A mild rose color, for example, indicates compassionate love, while anger reveals itself in a scarlet red to darker dirty color scale. Hate becomes visible in the form of dense, dark clouds that run through the aura and virtually wrap around the body. There is a constant movement in the aura depending on the intensity of the emotions. Surging emotions show themselves as rotating whirls, a feeling of fear as a trembling of the aura, and rage as flashes that shoot out of the aura and sometimes even hit the person who provoked the rage. In this way, anger can literally hurt another. So, this is the Bach Flower Body Maps. Treatment by topical application by Dietmar Kramer and Helmut Wild. You can see that at the Hair Emporium, we've been working with the Bach Flower Essences at least all the way back 7 years ago. I've been in business 30 years. At first, I'll admit, I used Bach Flower Essences to help me break that little habit that I liked every once in a while when I'd take a Valium when I wanted to relax. And I was doing a wellness seminar. And you know, at that point, would it make any sense for me to have not been genuine and lied to my friends and clients and even to myself? So of course the answer was no. And from there, I used it on my kids and my animals and my loved ones and friends. So please make sure. Google Dr. Edward Bach. You can go right to their website and purchase products. And of course, This book is a classic in the collection. So I promised you some aura pictures, didn't I? Now, one of these is mine, and one is Joe's. That's the love of my life, by the way. And this was the year 2011. Big year for us. I was really excited about my aura picture because, you see, there's what they call sacred geometry at work here. And so this was a very special year. And of course, every year is blessed. And here's Joe's aura. And of course, it's as beautiful as he is. Also from the year 2011, by the way. So, we can unplug here. And I want you to feel absolutely comfortable as you explore the inner workings of the magnificent being you are. So with that, peace, love, and light from the big yellow house. I'm going to unplug the hair emporium now and say peace out. We'll talk more soon. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.